Lucas, what's up with this fit right now, bro?
Well,
Yeah, he's vibing, bro.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah.
Are you talking?
He's looking comfy.
You got socks on?
No.
That's crazy.
I bet your feet stink like in those.
You want to smell?
Sweating?
You want to smell?
Fuck it.
You want to smell?
Yeah, that's,
won't do it.
That's serious.
That is fuck. I'm gonna throw.
No.
Because first I thought you were gonna give him the shoe.
No, give me the shoe. I bet those shoes reek.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do a little
No,
bit.
they fucking don't. Come
Bro,
on,
I can't believe it. That's the whitest shit I've ever seen all day. Oh my god,
Bro, we're sick motherfuckers.
Bro, I normally have to pay extra for that type of service, dog. I'm just saying.
Bro,
Yeah.
What country is that where they pour the beer in the shoe and you fucking?
I'm gonna assume Germany. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Germany.
fucking, it's
Das Boot.
Oktoberfest.
Das Boot.
Das Boot.
Would you do that?
Hell
Fuck
yeah.
I would
yeah.
do it out of mine. Like I wouldn't
yeah,
do it
bro.
out of yours.
What?
You would do it out of mine?
Bro, that's
I
like,
would hella do it out of
dude, that's,
yours.
that's like
Shoes.
ultimate, that's like
No.
ultimate white
What are we
people
doing?
shit.
Like
No,
let's
no, no.
pretend.
No.
Yo, look at those
Bro.
boots, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
what-
just feel how like
Damn.
Bro, what's up with these though?
Yo, we have so many different look, look at this. We got
Those are Cole Haans?
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah.
Bro, it's so light.
I didn't know that they made fucking Mexico feet wear.
Smell bad.
You want to smell mine?
Yeah, we got the fucking boat shoes. We got the Zorro vibes, and then and then we got the Jesus Walker 5000s, the 2023 version.
Yeah, those are.
Yo, these are so fucking comfy, bro.
those
Colors trash though. You know, I almost like that you said Zorro because Zorro's a cool character.
and he's Mexican.
Today
so it's super
he
fitting.
is. So it's like, and I had long hair. Fucking.
Yeah.
Because when I got dressed
Yo,
today,
23 Zorro?
bro, I have to look at least like a cool dad, right? I'm like, all right, tattoos, look at least okay. But so you also look at me, you know I don't fuck around. So I had, because it's school time. Parents out there know. So I had to go and talk to somebody.
You- dude,
Because like if I go like that, they're gonna be like, look at this hippie dad. But if I go like this, they're like, no thanks. You
Hippie
can wait
dad,
outside.
swaggy as fuck. Drip
But toes
god.
toes out to the school?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
bro, fucking toes out for sure.
Have you guys heard of this docuseries called Surviving El Chapo? It's fascinating, bro. I've never seen anything like this. It's a documentary, but strictly audio. So it has like the sound effects. It has like a narrator telling a crazy story, but audio form. It's really cool. Interesting, but I'll get to that later. What's more interesting is produced by 50 Cent. It made me think like, well, if 50 has the ability to do stars and make things into, a show, why didn't he make such a fascinating story like that into visual, right? And then I start reading more into it, and because 50, just like everything else, he's kind of trying to break ground and be like the first one to do these different type of shows. Well, he's trying to basically show like, listen, if we do it in an audio version, we can multiply the amount of people who consume this by 20, 30, like 20 times, 30 times the amount of people who would listen to it versus they would watch it. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And I'm listening to it and I'm like, man, they're explaining everything so clearly. And I'm like, I'm making my own version of the movie in my head.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder how other people would like this. Like, if you, like, what's your favorite movie? Pick a movie. Bad Boys 2.
Yeah.
If Bad Boys 2 came out, right, and it's telling the whole story, but in audio version, would you like that more?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Especially not for an action movie like that.
Okay, bad example, bro.
That was a
And, like,
horrible fucking example.
like documentaries or something.
Yeah.
Something that not informative, but
Yeah.
yeah,
so-
I
so-
could see it working good.
Yeah. So like me personally, like I'm a visual person. Even like, podcasts and shit. Even if I'm like driving or like busy, I would prefer to even like still have it up on YouTube, even like a podcast, to be able to like see that visual.
Glance at it.
I'm just like, that's just like me as a person. But I know there's a lot of people that like they prefer to like at the gym, they listen to audio,
Books. I do it every
podcasts.
You do that?
Yeah.
I mean, even with like audiobooks, I've actually never listened to an audiobook my entire life, dude.
Most of the books.
you're tripping.
I've always preferred to like physically have like a book in front of me, and to read it. I don't know.
And I feel like that takes like too much time because now you have to like
Yeah.
literally dedicate focus.
Yeah.
Whereas it's this while
Yeah.
I'm fucking lifting weights, while I'm doing whatever I want. I could be playing a video game and listening
Yeah.
to a book.
You do that?
Yeah.
I tried
audiobooks.
audiobooks at the gym, but it's like it like just zaps because I feel like I'm
Yeah.
focusing on that. And I'm not like, you put like a music and like.
Yo, I'm going crazy in the gym. Straight music, have to.
But you don't listen to music, right? You said you listen to the one at the gym.
Yeah. Dragon's Den, where I work out at, they have like crazy like sound system. They have dope ass playlists. It's all basically either newer hip hop or last 10, 15 years of hip hop. So music is always slapping, dude. So I don't even wear headphones anymore.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I
like getting the book in.
I think going back to like your thing, like unless, and I don't know, maybe it's like just like how I work as a person. Like I prefer to just be focusing on like one thing. I think it's like the ADHD or something in me. I don't know. But like even if I was like working, and I think if I was like listening to an audiobook, listening to a podcast, or even like in your case, this I guess it's audio documentary, audio movie, however you want to say it. Like I would still prefer to have something visual. I don't know.
Yeah, but so let me ask you this: how often do you end up reading a book?
It goes in waves.
Cap.
There was yeah. So
never.
So like right now, for example, I'm reading David Goggins' book. I bought his first book he originally came out with, and his second one. I'm on his first book right now.
So it's funny that you bring that up because phenomenal book, right? I'm sure you're enjoying it already. But so I have the audio version of that book, and he does like special commentary.
He reads it,
Yeah. Well, no, not just reads it, but like he breaks down each chapter and like he'll like talk about it off to the side. So
see, okay, now that
shit's fire.
So like that shit, I would be like more interested in. And kind of getting back to the whole like documentary like topic, I'm actually obsessed with like documentaries.
Me too.
I love like if you would go to like my Netflix, I pretty much watch these like there's like just a couple categories of movies I'll watch, or it's like these like 1 to 2, sometimes 3-4 hour broken down like episodes of like these like crazy documentaries.
Yeah. Same.
So I do love
Ancient Aliens.
Oh yeah.
I do love like the documentaries.
Don't get started.
Once again, I think it goes back like unless it was an experience like Lucas just said, where it was like maybe so like what sets this apart from like other audio movies, documentaries, whatever. If maybe there's like some special commentary stuff from El Chapo's family or something, like maybe some like kind of juicy shit like that. Which obviously I don't even know.
Dude,
but.
so what you just said, right? It's exactly what this is, where they're detailing a story, right? It's the people speaking are the two twins that snitched on El Chapo. They're telling you like, bro, when I was 11, my dad was selling drugs. We used to drive back to Mexico with fucking 40 pounds of coke in the car. Yeah. It's crazy, bro.
No, that shit's interesting.
But so it's the twins telling their story. Mm-hmm. And then they get older. I don't want to spoil it, but it's whatever. They get married, and now their wives are telling their side. Like, they're speaking about what's going on. Yeah. Bro, rage.
So it works in an audio sense.
It's amazing. And I think...
Let me ask you this, because why is it called Surviving El Chapo? Like, what's the surviving aspect? He was going to kill him if they didn't do this type of shit, or what?
It's called Surviving El Chapo because they were basically born into this family of, like, selling drugs, right?
Yeah.
Their older brother... their dad, before them, etc. So they eventually just come up as like small little drug dealers, selling little bags of coke. Fast forward 10 years, it's El Chapo, two other main guys that are still active right now, and them. They become the biggest distributors for the Sinaloa cartel at 21 years old. Well, they're talking about they're bringing in $3 million a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's fascinating. But it's getting real. Like, they're getting raided. Like, they get married. They have babies. And they're like, we don't like this life anymore. Yeah. There was a time, bro, they both got arrested, right? They have the little phone. And he's like, guys, you're making a big mistake. You don't want to take me. And they're going to like, we're taking you to the marshals. Fuck you. Like, we finally got you. The guy who's saying, like, you're going to jail, his phone rings. It's like the number 2 guy of the Sinaloa cartel. He's like, pass the phone to one of the twins. So he's like, somebody wants to talk to you. And the guy on the phone is like, hey, tell me right now, do you want us to come get you? Or do you want us to come get you? And bro, he's like, yeah, right now. And bro, it just all hell. It's like they're just waiting, and they all just come in and they escape. And that was like their last moment where they're like, "Fuck this! I don't want to keep doing this." And they're 22 years old.
Yo, Chewy's literally just laying in his house on his couch, fucking just picturing all this in his fucking head,
which is cool
just
because I'm making my own movie. You know what I mean?
Okay, like,
but hold on. But the reason why is because they eventually snitch on them, and then now they're like trying, like they agree to cooperate with the United States. and then they have to like leave Mexico and shit's going all bad, and then it just they did.
Yeah.
Well, slightly off topic, but the whole reason why I asked was because when I hear like surviving, I think of that show. Have you all ever seen Surviving R. Kelly?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, that was so fucking hilarious to me because
What?
Because you're surviving R. Kelly. What his piss? What? No one was surviving anything.
That is true. He didn't kill nobody.
Murderer. He pissed on people, bro.
He didn't kill nobody. But
they would like, even when the chicks were talking, they were like, "Oh hell no." He was like, and they would have like their name, Survivor. Fucking like no.
Well, there's
Bro, he was kidnapping bro.
Kidnapping. Most of them were even fucking like, "Oh well, when I met him, he offered me this money," and I said, "Yeah." Like
it
wasn't that hard, bro.
It was more surviving R. Kelly's bullshit. There was a lot. There was a lot of
Figuratively
shit.
surviving. Yeah.
There was like there was a lot of
bro.
There was a lot of drama. There was a lot of
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna feel sorry for the survivors of R. Kelly's fury.
Yeah.
It is different though because in the recording it says like they were so scared of him, even though he's hiding in the mountains. Him being El Chapo,
right? No one was scared of R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I mean,
they just now
they're
mad
mad
at him because they can get money.
Yeah, you know what's wild though is that switching. I mean, they were like he was giving money to their parents.
Yeah.
To the people's parents and be like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead.
Did you guys probably like my number one favorite like drug cartel movie would be Blow with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, it's like classic Johnny Depp. Like if you haven't checked it out, like
dude,
I think it was
so sad, bro.
I think it was probably like one of Johnny Depp's first movies. Like I think it was in his first few years of his career.
I think it was probably one of his bigger.
Yeah. One of his first big movies of his career. I'll say that.
Great movie.
But
you gotta watch
anyway,
it.
It basically is just he's this average American, moves out to fucking California, gets into starts off selling weed, then starts selling cocaine. Next thing you know, he's working with Pablo Escobar, and it's just this whole. It is so good. You gotta check it out.
But just know the ending's gonna bum you the fuck out. That's all I'm saying.
But the one that I really got sucked into, and I think this is just me because like I grew up around a culture so different in a fucking bumfuck nowhere Montana. But I loved Narcos. So Narcos
series,
Narcos has all these like spin-offs now. It's like the different ones, but
it's like Narcos Mexico.
The original Narcos that was on like Pablo's story essentially.
Fire,
bro. That
and shout out to Pascal Punk, bro.
Yeah, dude. That shit I got hella into. So like when you're talking about this, that's what I'm like picturing in my head is like
it's exactly
kind of like
that.
Narcos situation, a bunch of cutthroat fucking shit. Everyone's out for everyone. It's all about the drugs. It's all about the money. Like, yeah.
So it's like that you I don't know. It's like you get to personally create your own vision of what the shit looks like.
Yeah.
By listening to it, and I think that's the cool part. And it's exactly like that, bro. Except it's like they turned themselves in 2008. And I think maybe I like it more because I was like, oh, bro, I know this neighborhood where they grew up. It's a little village in Chicago.
So I'm gonna commit just for you. I'm gonna
just listen to the first two.
I'm gonna commit 2 hours out of my life this week to listen to your audio documentary, and we'll touch base next week.
And we'll circle back.
And I'll commit to listen to his bullshit when he talks about it.
Yeah. And then we'll just fill you in.
Like this was in the heat. Like El Chapo's time was what? How many years ago?
Now. They just took him out like 2 years ago, like in jail.
Was it 2 years?
But
like
like
2-3 years ago,
I mean,
before COVID.
Yeah. He's been in the cartel game for
forever.
Fucking forever.
Yeah.
He's like the new age Pablo, bro.
Yeah.
That's the significance of him. Yeah.
He basically came up in Pablo's decline, no?
Yeah. He's like, I would say he's probably like 60, 70. But it's fat, bro. There's this other guy.
They just got him just before COVID?
Because of these guys.
Wow.
These two twins, bro, were like, listen, we're either going to die or... Because at that time, that's when like these other cartels are popping up and they were like really like doing some savage shit. So they're like, 50, I don't know if I want to die.
50 Cent, you got to put this shit into a goddamn movie.
Well, so I got to the end and I was like, well, because it stops when like right when they turn themselves in. Like they basically build the whole case and whatever. And then it stops and I guess they're going to do a season 2. And it talks about like their wives wrote a book like cartel wives, and they're just like,
damn, they all just milking this story.
It was so hard. It was so hard.
They're all
bro.
like, fuck it, we got to get as much money as we can.
The kids are gonna write my experience.
It was so
growing
stupid. It was
up.
like
My parents were rats.
Bro, it was like, it was so hard being, I had to go collect money and live a lavish lifestyle. Now they actually they have court this month, and they're looking at 10 years, bro.
Yep.
For because when these guys were in jail, they went to go pick up money from who owed them, and they were spending it doing stupid shit. I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
So I seen a very interesting headline. Obviously, we live here in beautiful Las Vegas. One strip club in Las Vegas, Sapphire, love it. It's very close to where I'm at. They officially announced that they are going to be bringing in some new strippers. And those strippers are not human beings. Those strippers are robots. So this kind of got my head, turning a little bit.
It's real?
Yeah.
Yes. So it got my head kind of turning. Like us as fucking human beings, we're attracted to other human beings. But I've seen, and I'm sure you guys have seen this, is like people get, aroused by all sorts of shit today. There's people that, jerk off to fucking anime and fucking cartoon porn and like weird shit like that.
It's weird as fuck.
And there's like,
Stop judging me, all right?
No,
and
you do that? Cap.
There's people obsessed and in love with like all sorts of shit, You could not pay me to fucking go sit and watch a robot spin around a fucking pole. So I got to ask you guys, what do you think on this? Is this like a...
So here's what I just thought of. So I thought 5 years into the future, right? Like they kind of have this thing dialed in. Is it prostitution if this thing gets you off? Gentlemen?
The robot?
Yeah. It's not prostitution, right?
Does it have a pocket pussy?
Maybe. It's got to have something, right?
It's going to have everything, bro.
But I'm just saying, is that illegal?
Well, prostitution isn't legal. Or prostitution is legal here.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Hold on.
It's legal in Nye County, not in Las Vegas. But anyway, that's not. But the point being, it's not even prostitution.
Okay, so how do all these girls walk up and down the road like legally and not get like nothing?
Well, they're not doing the act right there. So if they get caught doing it, they could get arrested or they could be undercover.
Or what?
Bro, I swear, like it's.
What about those trucks that are like, we'll bring girls to your room?
Yeah, that's escorts.
Same shit, right?
Well, yes, but that's the legal.
Can I put this part back in?
That's the legal loophole, right? So the whole point of escort is you're not paying them to sleep with you. You're paying them to walk around
services.
with you. If they sleep with you after, okay.
Yeah. I guess
that's the loophole.
I guess that's where the whole like interesting part of like prostitution versus escort. Yeah.
Right.
Hold on. So you can escort legally here?
You can pay someone to hang out with you.
Yep. And then what happens behind closed doors?
Yeah, if after their job is done and they suck your dick.
What services are offered behind closed doors?
You can't pay. You can't have a transaction for sex. I can't say I'm going to give you $200 for you to suck my dick. I can't say I'm going to pay you $200 to walk around with me, and then if you end up sucking my dick later because you wanted to, that's cool.
Escort is the legal version of prostitution, essentially.
It's the loophole.
Yeah. Okay, back to the robots. So we got robots that are going to be spinning around a fucking pole. Okay.
I just don't see how that like.
Well, I'm
that
assuming,
almost gets me mad.
I'm assuming that they're not going to have it like where it's like dancing and you're throwing money at it, but maybe like kind of as a gimmick in the background to like, we got to go see the fucking dancing robot, right?
Yeah.
And eventually maybe they make it so good that robot's like, damn, yo, that fucking thing has a nice fucking spark plug, homie. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think as it gets more like fluid and it has like that weird skin. Bro.
Dude, I seen all sorts of shit. I think it was like some shit like Elon was actually up to, and it was like these robots,
Tesla bot,
and it was like it was a Tesla bots that looked like all the other robots basically, but it was like human, like looked like a real human face. It was like obviously like fake skin and everything like that, but it was like looked like actually real people hands, real people face, like all that shit, like. Bro,
hello, my name is Sophia.
Yeah, like I could just imagine, bro. The nerds of Las Vegas, The nerds of Las Vegas are going to be creaming their fucking shorts watching these robots go off.
See, like,
Bro, you keep calling me a nerd and it's starting to piss me off. You know what I mean?
I mean, like the idea of like a robot bartender makes sense. You know what I mean? Like,
have you guys been to that? The Tipsy Robot in Planet Hollywood?
Yeah.
Or no.
They have that.
I think it is there. Yeah.
Yeah, it is Planet Hollywood.
Is that what it's called? Tipsy Robot?
I don't remember what it's called, but I know it's in there.
Is it cool?
But
it's gimmicky. I mean, you order a drink and it's a fucking robot that pours everything.
Yeah, you order a drink on an iPad, and then there's like this robot like arm that literally is like grabbing bottles, pouring it in the cup, mixing the drink for you, doing whatever.
Here you go. Please tip.
And
tip your buddy.
You got a tip?
And so okay, that's what I wanted to bring up.
The tips go to the business.
Like to the point is they're going to be having these robots that they're just going to be like, okay, well, we don't obviously have to pay the robot. They're going to buy the robot from whatever fucking company, and then all these tips that the robot bring in, that's just going to go to the fucking house.
Hell yeah. That's why it makes
Smart
sense.
move,
because
bro.
if it starts bringing in
Smart
business,
move.
right, eventually you weed out the bitches.
Yeah.
Right? And then you just got these money-making motherfucking machines.
Yo,
but that's what I'm saying.
yo,
If the
could you-
loophole ends up being that's not prostitution.
Yeah.
You have brothels with fucking robots, and now you just caking it. I'll be the first investor on this boat.
Yeah. Lucas is like,
you think it would blow up like that for real?
I'm saying, where does it go, right? If it works, if technology keeps getting better and they make these things more lifelike, more like perfect, right?
It's gonna
this
look like
thing's
a fucking,
finer than any
bro,
girl
it's
you've
gonna
ever
look
met
like
in your life.
Bro, it's gonna look like a fucking human. It's gonna fucking give you a massage. It's gonna fucking jerk you
it's
off.
gonna talk to you.
And it's gonna have a pussy
Hey,
that feels just
Chewy.
like a pussy. And it's gonna sit
Better
on-
than that.
It's gonna fucking sit
It's gonna
on
be a
your dick.
robo pussy.
Yeah, robo pussy, bro.
I don't know, bro.
Chewy's like freaked the fuck out right now.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying,
just weird. Like,
I'm saying,
it's
where
just-
does it go though?
Yeah.
Where does it go from here?
I think it does that. I think as it gets better, as it gets smarter, as everything happens,
AI?
it's gonna get
But
cool.
dude, I mean,
But AI
here's-
doesn't transform to the physical.
Yeah.
How do you make a fucking robot look like a bitch?
But that's what I'm saying. What do you mean AI doesn't transfer to the physical? The physical is created by either us or eventually an AI, right?
No,
The
I'm
actual
saying,
robot?
physical, like the actual, like the you know, like the fucking.
Yeah, but all that gets designed, right? Maybe eventually it's even designed
Yeah.
by AI, making it fucking that much better, and then the
Oh my
AI
God,
gets
bro.
fucking implanted in that brain.
Imagine, you walk in there eventually down the line, right?
Yeah.
And it's like it fucking takes a little scan of your brain, and it's like, oh, I can make this person. Give it 30 seconds. I'll make you the the shit that you liked, what you love.
Yeah.
Personalized trip. See,
Exactly.
Like, I'll
Yeah.
invest in
See?
that. Yeah. See, we're
Do
getting
some
some
wild
Let's cook
shit.
it.
That's
We're
it.
cooking, bro.
Do
We're
some wild
cooking.
shit.
We're
That's
cooking.
it.
I guess like what really got me thinking though is like people get off and get like turned on by weird fucking shit today. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's the same thing to me. Like I'm thinking in like my head, bro. It's like
It's coming
people,
from the dude who likes feet.
yeah, like dude, like there's a
You
like,
never had it, motherfucker. Yeah.
You go to these porn websites. There's a whole section of like anime fucking porn.
Yeah,
you
can
know,
we
or
talk
like
about
and
that?
like
Can we talk about
fucking
that?
cartoons and like that to me is like really weird. So in my head, I'm thinking, listen, if a guy can get off to some anime or some cartoon porn, he sure as fuck gonna get off to a fucking robot.
But that's not even the weirdest
Like-
shit. So like there's literally I forgot what it's called, but like obviously you guys have heard of like necrophilia, right?
Yeah.
So someone who like gets off with a dead body.
Yeah, it's
but then
fucking
there's
gross.
there's
fucking Jeffrey Dahmer.
I forgot what the show was called, but I was watching it and it was like I think maybe it was Fatal Attraction
Surviving
or something
R.
like
Kelly?
that. Yeah, Surviving R. Kelly. No, but there was this guy who loves his car. So he's sticking his dick in the muffler and shit like that.
Yes,
Like,
dude, I'm telling you, like,
That's some interesting
and that's what I'm
shit,
saying, bro.
bro.
Is there's people like I remember seeing some TikTok video where a guy was like he was in love with it was his fucking car.
Was it red?
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was red. I think
Yes,
I seen that one.
and this guy was like, he's like holding the car like it's his fucking wife and shit. Like people are weird, bro.
Yeah,
like
I mean-
this is gonna open up a whole new fucking avenue of creeps.
So here, I got something else to throw at you guys because I was bummed out, but I saw a post from the Mark Zuckerberg, and he was saying it's time to move on from thoughts about this fight because
seen that.
Elon Musk, like he's tried to send him like a couple dates to solidify like an actual fight thing and how they're going to organize it. And Musk, last I heard, he needed to have surgery for some shit, so he called him out for that. He's like, this guy needs to have surgery. He's not taking it serious. So let's just all move on. So out of curiosity, what are your guys' thoughts, man? Because I'm kind of bummed.
I think Zuck's lying, bro. I think because Elon already said like, yo, we're gonna stream it on X, right? On Twitter, the new shit.
Yeah.
All the proceeds are gonna go to whatever charity.
Yeah.
Like he's actively making things to do it. I think it's just I think I think Zuck don't want the smoke, bro. I think he's trying to put it on Elon. In my opinion.
That's actually interesting, though.
I think. Well, I mean, a couple things. I think it's going to be a little bit of. I think they're both have thrown out like their different business ideas of it. To your point of streaming it on X, I don't know if you've seen it, but when Elon said, "Hey, let's stream it on X," Zuck turned around and said, "Hey, why would we be streaming it on a inconsistent platform or a non-reliable platform?" He was like kind of talking some shit about it. And then, it was like, Dana White, I know, was trying to bring something to life. UFC is not going to be part of it. And then Elon was like, oh, hey,
wasn't it a UFC fight?
I think Dana announced it, but they realized, why would we give UFC fucking the business when we have our own platforms that can fucking murder
he's like,
but it is going to be that type of fight, though, like cage, like
Octagon. I'm sure.
Yeah. I think like
because Zuck trains MMA style.
But then Elon came out and was like, hey, I got all this approved, this, that, and whatever. We're good to go here. I don't even know all the details. I've just seen like this whole like Elon saying shit's going on, Zuck saying stuff's going on. But then I don't know. Like I think there's something bigger going on here. I don't really know. Like.
What do you mean?
I feel Elon obviously wants to do the fight. I think Elon's trying to get all the business pieces lined up for it. I think Zuck knows that he's been training for fucking ever. And Zuck's in shape. So Zuck could literally like fight tomorrow. To Elon's defense, like I think Elon's looking at this more as like a business move. And Zuck's looking at this more as like, oh, I just want to fucking beat this fucker's ass. Like, this is my number one competition. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you guys watch much boxing, but Fury, OG,
Tyson Fury?
Tyson Fury, the old man Fury. Yeah. Super like you look at him and he's like a 275 pound, like overweight, like
you wouldn't think
like
he could fight
45, 50 year old. And he kind of reminds me of like Elon. Like Elon might just be like this silent killer, bro, where like he might just have a fucking haymaker.
Yeah, well, so where I'm curious is because Elon's a fucking workaholic and he's got his hands in so many different businesses, whereas don't get me wrong, Zuck's busy, right, with fucking Meta and the shit there, but he's already dedicating all the time that it takes to fucking to get in the gym. I don't know where Elon ends up dropping time from SpaceX, Tesla, Boring Company, etc. To start training. I think.
Well, he is training though. Like there's this. You guys know who Lex Friedman is? You know who that is? So he's this guy who's always on Joe Rogan. I've sent you a few of his podcast clips. Like super monotone dude, really smart guy, black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's trained with him, and then he, wrote a post like, "Yo, this guy, don't sleep on him." And then he rolled around with Zuck and was like, "Yo, so he's like, he's doing his thing."
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I think Izzy also trained with Zuck, but I also think he did some shit with Musk. I don't know. I don't think it's that because it's like, bro, imagine Elon pulls up in the fucking Tesla truck.
Yeah,
just like it could be so good for him. Like, well, I don't know why you're not. Go and get your ass beat. Who cares? You're rich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if there is a surgery, then fuck it. Yes. What can you do?
I personally don't feel like Elon's ducking him whatsoever.
I don't think so either.
I feel Elon is just like
getting his ducks in order.
Right. But I got so much shit on my plate. Like that's the last thing going through Elon's fucking head is like, oh, let me make sure to reach out to Zuck.
But he's still talking about it.
But I feel like this is Zuck's way of pushing Elon, right? Like he makes it public. Like this guy's not confirming a date.
Yeah.
He wants him to confirm a fucking date.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like giving him kind of that shit talking push.
Elon does need to fucking just say like, okay, hey, let's do this, but like let's put it in like November or something, whatever it is.
It's not. I doubt it's going to be that quick. It's probably going to be 2024 by now, but because he needs.
So?
I think so. I think he needs at least 6 more months to train.
Yeah,
like, he's not going to be ready.
You need 6 months to train, like to get into. Like right now, if you were to fight somebody for charity, you would need that
no. But it's not just like, it's not just me fighting someone, right? It's me fighting someone who's already been training for the last couple of years.
Yes.
That's where it's
and like that's to me what makes it so interesting. It's like, okay, like everyone can be like, oh yeah, Zuck's ready. Like Zuck wants to fight. Well, yeah, of course he wants to fight.
Right.
He's in fucking.
He wants him as most out of shape.
Like Zuck's at like 12% body fat. Like he's fucking training MMA every day. Like he looks dialed, bro.
Though. Yeah. I mean, I'm not scared of him. I'm not scared of him, but
That's what I'm saying. Like, what?
let me at him. Let me at him.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
We'll
I
see.
mean, hopefully we get that shit.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Who you guys taking?
I said it from the get-go, man. I'm taking Elon. I don't even give a fuck if he is the underdog in this.
Yeah.
I'm backing him up.
I'm taking Elon too,
1,000% because Zuck can hold a duck.
Elon,
you know what I mean?
I don't like.
Elon's going to be the silent killer.
Yeah, I don't like Zuck, but I think just from a training perspective, I think he's got it, bro.
Nah, I don't think so, bro.
Yep.
Little 5'6".
All right, so
don't get me wrong.
So Elon versus
Yeah.
Zuck. Okay, so I want to jump into one that's it's been the last couple of days like circulating all through the internet. So you guys seen the BlindSide?
Yup.
Okay,
Love that shit.
Sandra Bullock, absolute classic banger movie.
Piece or
I
not?
mean, I think, dude, that's Sandra Bullock's a snack.
Think she a piece?
Bro.
Yeah, she's a snack for Sandra Bullock's like what in her like
90s.
what 50s now? 50s now? Okay, anyway, getting back to
My bad. I'm like, was she
Sandra Bullock, BlindSide, based on the story of Michael Oher. Michael Oher has been all over the news the last couple of days. He is going after the family.
The adopting family.
The adopting, well, he thought he was adopted.
Well, he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't. They said it.
That story is so crazy, bro.
I know.
So basically, filing lawsuits, correct? Mm-hmm. Filing some lawsuits on the family. Apparently, there was somewhere in the range of $300 million that the family has profited off of that movie.
Well, off of using his name and likeness.
Using his name, using his story. I'm going to be honest. I'll say my comments first. I think it's super, super interesting that this is now all kind of popping into his head. And I have a few thoughts, and I'm just going to share them real quick. So I looked into it. So Michael Oher got drafted in 2009. Okay. Played in the NFL from 2009 to 2013. Dude played every single game he was in. Actually won a Super Bowl with the Ravens. He's been out of the NFL now since I believe 2016. So 3 years later, he retired, which I'm kind of surprised.
That's weird.
He was in the NFL for 7 years, which I mean I guess average time in the NFL is probably 4 to 6. But anyway, obviously did very well, won a Super Bowl, retired in 2016. Now we're looking at 7 years after he's retired. 14 years after I think this movie has came out or something. Now all of a sudden these light bulbs are going on and saying that he he was not adopted. It was kind of like a Britney Spears situation. What is it? How do you say it?
It's
conservatorship.
Conservatorship.
So really interesting. I don't know. To me, it's a little bit of a red flag that now all these questions are coming up on what was done, the money that was profited. I have a few more things I'd like to say, but I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are first.
Well, so just right out of the gate, I hear your point on it, but if he's at all what that movie made him he's pretty simple. You know what I mean? So maybe that was never even a thing until later on when he maybe gets a little bit older, a little bit smarter, and he realized how fucked he got out of the whole situation. But why lie now? What does he gain out of it now? You know what I mean? And especially if these people were at all good to him, why would he do that to them? You know what I mean? So I believe it. It's just kind of unfortunate because that movie was man, there's good people out there, and then you just see nah.
Yeah, dude. Well, so it to backtrack a little bit, they adopted him a few months before he turned 18. Right? The document that he signed was for a conservatorship, not adoption papers.
Yeah.
So off the rip, it was sus, right? That was very sneaky shit, right?
Yeah.
Now you made a good point about the movie. Right, in the movie they make him look real simple, kind of shy, whatever. I wonder if they do that to play up the movie, and I hope that's what it is. But if it's not, and he really, you don't think so?
The only reason why I don't think so is because it almost makes sense. If someone was making a movie about me and they had me in there I like applesauce. I'm going to be like, what the fuck is this shit? That's not even like me.
Yeah.
Maybe it's more accurate than we think. That's all I'm saying.
See, if it is, that makes it even worse, though, bro, because you're like taking advantage of this kid.
But that's
but here's the thing: they make a movie. I'm surprised he didn't do it when the movie came out, or at least a year after,
dude. Like that's what's so strange to me.
But I think they've made maybe more and more money now.
Right. And
if you're gonna sue, you wait until they're at like crazy money to get the most out of it on paper.
Okay.
At least that's how I understand why businesses sue others. People sue businesses, whatever, because they let the amount of time lapse that more money has been made and they get a bigger payday.
What does it matter if he would have sued and now he's just getting a portion of the money that it's generating? Why wait until it builds up when you can sue when the problem's noticed and then capture the fucking remaining revenue?
I don't know. Maybe he is really simple and he didn't really understand the fact that like where is all my M's?
Yeah.
And realizing that it's technically under their names.
I got a juicy question for you guys.
Yeah.
Would Michael Oher be where he's at today? Would he have went to the NFL without the help of that family, though?
Yeah, that I don't know.
See?
You know what I mean? There is those aspects.
And that's where it gets kind of interesting. I haven't watched the movie
if the movie at all is accurate at all.
So
right?
and that's where this gets messy. It's
that's what
was his life really like? What was the situation really like versus what that movie was?
Right.
You would think, and we probably would have heard about this a while ago if it wasn't, but anyone who has a movie based on their life, they're not stupid. They're working close with that guy and being like, hey, you need to tell us all the details, what the situation was. Yes, any kind of movie like that, like they throw in some fillers, they throw in some fluff, whatever. But if this was actually so far off of what his life really was.
If he was all about football from the get-go.
If that's the case, the movie doesn't do well. That's why I don't think you have to play it out. I think I don't know, man. Like I wish I could.
Yeah, but how much do you think that
interviews of this guy to
bullshit?
see if he's sharp. I want to see if he's really like.
Yeah. But it's like, and I think people could argue too. It's like, well, hey, Michael Oher was the individual who went to the league, put in the hard work, made all his money in the NFL, whatever it is. But you look at it as like, okay, hey, like. That family was helping him with school. That family was making sure that he was,
a tutor.
The movie, right?
Staying in line, whatever. So it's like, I don't know, once again, what his life was versus that movie, but there's a portion of it, and this is as shitty as it sounds, they deserve part of the money just because,
If it's true, absolutely. I agree. But,
really?
Yeah. But so here's my point, though. If that
he wouldn't have been there without him.
Well, yeah. But listen, here's my point. If that is true, right? What big piece of shit would Michael Oher have to be in order to attack this family now?
Yeah.
That's where it's like I believe Michael Oher because I can't believe that he would be like, man, these people gave me all this and they were so, influential in my life and positive. Fuck them. I want my money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because they tried to fuck him before he even did anything. That's the part.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I believe Michael Oher in this circumstance because he would have to be a huge piece of shit to attack these people for money who changed his life.
Yeah, I don't personally think, number one, to answer your question, no way in fuck that he makes it to the league without them. Because if we're watching the movie, right?
According to the movie.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But okay, let's just go based on the movie. That's the only.
That's all we have.
That's the only frame of reference we have. Mom's at practice.
Yeah.
Mom's making the coaches pay attention to him. Yeah. Mom's making sure that he takes all his snaps.
Right.
They get a tutor.
Yep.
I forget what school he went to, but it was like he only got accepted there because she went, the dad went. Yeah. Whatever. I mean, is that not true?
Well, yeah. But so here's kind of why I keep laughing because I'm thinking of there was a skit on the Chappelle Show back in the day, if you guys remember it, where Chappelle was making fun of the Antoine Fisher movie. I don't know if you guys remember that movie.
Love that movie.
Okay, yeah, it was a great movie. But so Antoine Fisher, it was about written and directed by Antoine Fisher, right? And so Chappelle made a joke like you can write your own fucking movie, and so he does a skit where he writes his own movie, and as soon as he comes out as a baby, he has like a 12-inch dick, like just like because you get to embellish and say whatever you want. So to that movie's point, if these parents were writing it right, they can make themselves look like I was at every practice. I was good. You know what I mean?
What I think is fucking sad, bro, is that like it had to go to a lawsuit, and that just shows like the decency of like humans. Like if you guys are my fucking mom and dad and you obviously helped me on my come up and you guys helped me get into the league, I made fucking all sorts of money. Like I would look back at you as me just as being the person that I am and be like, hey, I owe you motherfuckers a lot.
Yeah.
Like
we all made it together.
Like they did. Like this was a team.
But they didn't really help you. They helped you shitty. Like by making planting the seed. Like I'm gonna be rich when you're done with this shit.
Yeah, but
that's not what a parent does, bro.
We're just going off the movie because that's what like we all like. That's the only thing we know.
Yeah, right.
We don't really know like how like maybe this family was doing some fucked up shit. Maybe they did all do all this on purpose. I got another fucking crazy idea to throw out.
That's a good question.
Okay, so drafted 2009, Super Bowl 2013, out of the league in 2016. Okay, that's 9 years ago.
Okay,
I'm sorry, but. He wasn't, I mean, he was a big athlete, obviously in the NFL, but he wasn't making mills on mills on mills. I think
he was, though.
Look that up. Yeah.
He was making mills.
His contract was crazy, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe he was.
Let me double check.
Regardless of how much money that he was making, what if he's doing all this right now because he's out of money? And now money's an issue. 9 years later, 10 plus years after the movie comes out, maybe, you know, I think in 2016, he like came out with a book. He came out with some foundation. Fresh out of the NFL, he was doing all sorts of shit. I have no clue what Michael Oher does.
2009 NFL draft by the Baltimore Ravens. He signed a 5-year for $13.8 million.
Okay. What's he worth today? Type that in real quick. Michael Oher net worth.
Like average for NFL. Like that's actually low average for.
But I mean,
it's like
that's mills.
It's a lot.
It's
a lot.
First round starts like high 20
16 mil today.
He's worth 16 mil. Okay, so actually, that changed my perspective because he obviously has bread. He's obviously doing well. I think he has a book out. He has a foundation out there. Yeah. If he's got money, I don't know. But I guess like me personally, like it's like. At that point in my life, like you see that he's now married, he's got kids, whatever. Like why?
Give me my bread.
Yeah, but none of that matters to me because let's say even if he was broke, if this family was at all as good as that movie made him look, he's not broke because they have money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like that's why I'm saying I believe if he's saying these people fucked me over. I believe him because I truly do believe he had to be at least simple enough to allow them to make a movie where he looks fucking simple as shit and be cool with that. You know what I mean? So it's like...
And I think like the movie, I don't think he ran out of money.
No, like Michael Oher, fucking respect.
You don't think he'd run out of money?
If he's as simple as that and kind of just really humble and like, you know, as they portray him in the movie, I don't think he just completely switches and like...
I believe that, but like
I can see you running out of money even if you're simple though.
I believe him. I'm just very surprised that this is now coming to life so many years later. Right. And I guess where I am more interested now is like, what is this family really like? I was trying to play like devil's advocate. I was like thinking like, okay, maybe this guy's out of money. Maybe he's like, damn, like, you know, looking back at deals in the past, I could have made more money off this. But that's obviously not the case. It sounds like he's being very successful.
If they were good to him, why would he fucking bitch at him? You know, and if they were good to him now, why?
Because they tried to fuck him.
Yeah. But
exactly.
But I guess like it could have been too. He thought that they were good to him. He thought everything was good. They made the movie. They made all this money. He got his fucking cut, whatever. And if it is true, and that's the other thing I have a hard time believing, it says that he just found out. How do you just find out?
Simple.
How do you just find out about adopted, conservatorship? I mean, who, like, et cetera? Like, I don't know. Like that's some stuff like as you get in like your 20s, you start like figuring out life. Like,
no, because
I don't know.
Because when you trust I'm assuming I don't fucking know anything about adoption, but I'm assuming when you trust a family that shows you love, gives you a life that you never had, and they're like, sign this paper and now we will be together for the rest of our lives. Like, I don't think you like. Let me see that contract. Let me see what the fuck I signed.
You think the family is that dumb though?
Dumb? How?
No, I think they're really smart by doing shit like that.
Well. Obviously, they were smart in that situation, but does the family think this wouldn't have came back someday and hit him?
Well, but that's what I'm saying. There's levels to like malicious intent, right? So were they just like, oh, we're gonna fuck this kid over, or were they just like, you know, let's make sure that we set up our ducks in a row because they were smart, right? Just looking at that house in that movie, you know what I mean? Bro. They knew what they were doing from a business standpoint, and they were like, if we're helping him out, let's make sure that we're taken care of.
I guess I don't. Yeah. I don't know enough about the difference between adoption, conservatorship, etc. Like that's just.
I believe
above my
in
head, but like
conservatorship.
I just to me, like looking at the whole thing, it's very, very odd. It's like this many years later, but you could be right.
Shout out to Michael Oher. We want to get you on the show to just do a quick interview.
Michael Oher, let's get you on the podcast, baby.
Yo, you how do you feel about conservatorships?
How do I feel about them?
Yeah. I think they're an amazing idea.
I don't know much about them if you want to go into it.
It's so it's basically
all I know is the Britney Spears one was fucked.
I think that's a perfect example of why it's a good idea. Celine Dion was in one. And I know that because I know someone who's really close.
But so what is it? What is a conservatorship?
You haven't watched that Britney documentary on Netflix, have you?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
But that was put in place. So basically what it is that like, you know, as the minor has to sign that like, hey, the parents will will watch over your finances until they think it's appropriate for you to like fully take ownership, and then the person who is like your guardian, I guess, that's in your conservator says it's okay. They sign everything to you. They give it to you, but they make sure you don't fucking spend money on stupid shit. You don't fucking drown. You don't like drown financially or just get fucked.
It's weird because it requires me personally to sign over my you know what I mean? Yeah. So who's smart enough? Who's dumb enough to not be good with their own money, but smart enough to be like, I'm not good, but you are here?
I mean, it's not that much different than when you have like a financial advisor, right? Where you're like, yo, you have access to my money, and then I go through yours. If I want to do anything, I go to.
You're missing what I'm saying. I'm talking about the consciousness to be like.
I understand that. I'm saying the example of like a conservatorship and then having a financial what is the fucking word I'm trying to...
A financial advisor?
Yeah.
But once again, it's still different because a financial advisor has to fucking swear an oath that he's going to act in a fiduciary capacity, promising to take care of your money and have your best interest at heart.
Yeah.
Whereas this conservator is just Bob down the street that I'm signing for some reason to take care of my money for me.
Well, in Britney's case, it was her dad, right?
Well,
and this one, it was
that was
his
like
dad. I mean, what
there's a time
it was Bob down the street who fucking took me in his car for Oher.
Yeah. But in Oher's mind, it was his dad.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. The person who can't take the person who can't take care of their own money, I would have to argue doesn't have the fucking mental aptitude to be like, that guy is going to take care of me in my best interest. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe not in Michael's thing, but I don't know how old Britney was when she did, but it was when.
But there was. I don't know. I think I mean it's
different, bro. Because you look at your parents and figure like they're never gonna fuck you.
Britney was going through a time where she was fucking mentally unstable. She was fucking doing all
going through it now.
Like, dude, she's a fucking continued roller coaster. But she was going through a point in time where she was like obviously mentally unstable, doing all sorts of crazy acts. So like there's obviously levels and there's reasons why these types of things come into play. And I see Michael's situation to an extent. He was obviously not brought up on money, around money. He obviously, went to the league. All of a sudden, all this money in his life. Like, I could see reasons for having that in place, but it comes to a point where, like, how long was this conservatorship in place?
Right.
And, like, why was it continued to be in place? Like,
right.
Like me personally, I mean... 18, you're 18. Like, you're a fucking adult. Like, take care of yourself, whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
But if there's obviously certain things, like, and there's certain, whether it's, mental or, drug abuse, like certain situations where you look at someone who has money that's going to act, reckless, crazy, blow the money, whatever. Like, I feel there's a time and place for those type of things. But I'm confused on why that was even if that was put in place, if that was the decision that family made, how long was it in place?
Right. And that's what I see the problem as, that he, as a fucking child, can sign over this right for the rest of his fucking life. Like,
yeah, like something.
Because you're not thinking that your parents are going to fucking screw you over.
But that's what I'm saying. Because he's not thinking that his parents are going to screw him over.
It's a shitty thing to do to get him to do.
100%. But that's what I'm saying. I see a flaw in the paperwork. I see a flaw in the fact that someone who doesn't have the capacity to take care of their own money can give away that power for someone else. That doesn't make sense.
I guess now we got to wait to see what the family's response is. Michael obviously filed his lawsuit. And now we got to see what the family's going to come back with.
They're going to be on a yacht getting filmed. Like, let me tell you, son.
This is about to turn into a whole... Bro, this is going to turn into a whole like Netflix documentary. Watch.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully it's an audio one.
Surviving R. Kelly, bro.
Yep.
Anyways, boys. Yeah, I believe in conservatorships. Fuck it.
Yeah, I believe. Hey, Britney, if you still want someone to take care of your money, I got you, babe.
Yo, is she pregnant?
It wasn't me, but they
Yeah,
got
bro,
me
I
on the
don't-
camera.
Bro, Britney Spears is comical as fuck.
Yeah, bro.
Like, she is
She's
hilarious.
fucking
Bro,
going
she
through
is
episodes mentally.
hilarious,
She's
bro.
like, she's funny as
Bro, she is hilarious. Like, hey, if you're having a shitty day, just literally go to Britney
Yeah, go
Spears'
to her
Instagram,
Insta, bro.
and just fucking start scrolling through the
Yo,
fucking
do you hear her
videos.
voice? Her voice is crazy.
Like, bro, she's dancing and like,
You
know,
seen the
like-
one where she has the boob sweat? Like, what are you,
Yeah.
what are you doing, ho? She
Dude.
has a video up on her Instagram where she's just got hella titty sweat, this coming through her shirt.
Yeah.
And for some reason, she posted that shit.
and I don't know what it is. Like, I mean, so like style obviously comes and goes, but there's like, I would say high rise jeans in women are more common today than like very, very low rise jeans. And bro, she's just like stuck in this like low rise like jean area and like jean shorts. I don't know if you see, but bro, she wears her jeans and her jean shorts like literally right above her pussy. Like that thing is just gonna like her fucking clit is gonna like just fucking pop out or something. like bro, check it out. She's wearing some wild ass fucking clothes. Sometimes she's even.
And why does she always look like her mascara's been on for the last 3 days?
It looks like she
straight,
just gave
bro?
the craziest head and started crying.
Just
and her
sloppy,
eyes
gagging and
bro,
shit.
Yeah,
bro,
dude.
sloppy fucking toppy, mascara fucking running down her face.
Yeah, bro.
She's like, looks like she just got fucking ran through.
Bro, she's like, let me go on TikTok real quick.
Bro,
I know, for real.
It's like she's like on vacation, got the brains fucked out of her all night, and she's like waking up to like go get breakfast or fucking order some fucking room service, and she's like, fuck it, let's just film a TikTok.
Dude. See,
Yeah,
but that's even
yeah,
crazy
she's
too because like her
legendary, bro.
voice, she talks like she's a little girl,
Yeah.
right? So it's like in her mind, she
Yeah.
probably acts like little. So imagine being
Honestly-
her guy, be like, "Yo, give me some." Pussy.
Honestly,
Like,
though,
that's
man,
crazy.
I don't blame any of these people that were like had all this fame at a young age for being fucked up because, dude, like there is
All
not
of them,
many.
bro.
There is
That make it
not
out.
many of them, bro, that fucking were huge child stars that make it out number one alive or number two not got some like serious like mental shit going
You know
on.
that
Shout out
chick?
Macaulay
It's sad,
Culkin.
bro.
You know that chick from,
Hollywood fucking swallows people.
The chick from That's So Raven. Raven, I think is her name.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
lesbian now. You know that?
Let's be honest.
Yeah, bro. She's on the show The View or The Talk. Or
Scissor
whatever.
gang.
Oh
gang.
my God, is she really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Gay as fuck.
That's
Gay is gay.
That's another
Gay as
one.
fuck. Kissing and scissoring.
Well, I always think of fucking Amanda Bynes, bro. What a train wreck she looks like.
Who's
Bro.
that? Who's that? Who's that?
That's
Yo.
the chick from All That.
Yo, Amanda Bynes.
I remember that show. What's she doing now?
Bro,
She fucking,
Bro,
she a train
gets,
wreck, homie.
She gets high as fuck and then calls the cops on herself.
No.
She gets high as
She
fuck
has,
and
like,
runs
face
around.
tats,
bro,
like-
she-
Bro.
bro,
Up there, bro.
Amanda Bynes got a heart tattoo on her face, and it's not even like a straight heart. It's like this like weird, like fucked up looking
No.
heart. Bro,
So
she's
this chick, this was the before.
I remember her. Yeah, baddie.
Oh, bro.
bro, she's
This
on
is
fucking
her now.
Bro, she's on fucking Jupiter. Yo, white girls going crazy. Amanda Bynes,
Yo.
crazy, bro.
Yep. Bro, I'm telling you. And
Yeah.
apparently she likes some hood ass dudes, bro. Like she
Yeah.
likes getting beat type shit.
Yo, just treat her like dirt.
Just spit
She
on
loves
her.
that shit.
Spit on her, bro.
Fucking dog.
Bro, look at her in this one, dude.
Bro, it's
Bro, I'm
crazy.
telling you, she's rough.
It's crazy.
She's rough, bro. It's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard
Like-
out here.
What's the other guy? Orlando Bloom, where he's like, "Oh yeah, bro."
Yeah, there's
he
only
was talking about Raven.
bro. I'm telling you, it's like 2 out of 10 make it out. They either like, unfortunately, rest in peace, fucking like overdose or something, or they're just like they end up disappearing out of the Hollywood scene.
If they
and
had a
they're just like
conservatorship, that shit would
got
never happen,
mental shit going on.
So stupid.
Oh shit!
Anyways,
All right,
boys, anything else?
I think we're good.
That's it, bro.
Cool.
Yep.
Hey, we appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace.